What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Link, One Head Threes Company, here with the Politic, with the president and vice president of House of Thrills. Open house coming March 2nd, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Guaranteed to be live, energy high, creativity at all-time max. So, let's let these lovely individuals introduce themselves, starting with the president.
My name is Winston, aka Fun and Games. What I put? 16 years dance experience, 7 in krump. Twin Skillz over here. I'm Twin Dan. This is Skillz. Let him introduce himself. VP.
VP, my name is Nashawn, aka Skillz, or Boomy. King. That was funny.
Hey,
but,
man.
about, I want to say, it's about same time frame. 16 years altogether, 16, but specifically for krump, 17 for dance.
Nice. Okay, cool. That's what's up. So, as the top 2 proprietors and creators of the House of Thrills, there are goals, expectations, things that people want to know about House of Thrills. I want the president to name the mission statement and the top 2 goals that you have for House of Thrills.
Well, I could say the reason why we're doing this, because it's not something that you just wake up and like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
It's like, the reason we feel comfortable, first of all, we've benefited a lot from the community.
Sure.
Right? Like, we've gotten a lot out of, 17 years, 16 years. We've got a lot out of our process in dance.
Mm-hmm.
And he said something to me one time that I was like, oh, it kind of put it back in perspective to me. And he was like, I don't have anything left to gain out of this except passing it forward.
Mm.
And I thought about it, I was like, that's kind of the highest level. That's the highest level of what it is that we do, is to nurture the next, right? So
Sure.
this is our gift back. Like this, the effort that goes into this, the energy and the time and the resources that we're putting into this, all of that is our gift back. It's our continuous growing gift back to what the community has meant for us. Because, like, I remember when I was coming into the community, there were spaces that nurtured me, like ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I grew up in jukebox, and I've been part of jukebox for a long time. But like, these different spaces are the places that nurtured us into the dancers that we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So now, with everything that we have, what we've built in terms of the Skillz fam, and what they built with 3Z, now we have the infrastructure to make something new that's ours. That's ours, but it's for everybody.
Beautiful.
Opens up doors.
Yeah, and for people who should get that bigger spotlight and should have those reps. But it's also, we believe in a certain kind of dance education.
Cool.
We believe in foundation, we believe in fundamentals. We believe in, the roots, but also
Where
just
it came from.
also
Why
just
it
like
started.
understanding how to do each dance.
Mm.
Like understanding that most of these dances are very simple at their core. It's about movement and intention and feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that I think at some point it became cool to like mix stuff together and not be in, I'm not in this box, I'm not in this label. It's like, there is so much value to foundation, to fundamentals, to technique, to just knowledge in general of what you're actually doing. There just is. And I believe in that, and so most of our classes are tailored towards that, or tailored towards foundation training. We have teachers coming in like Bloom, Kiana,
Nice.
very important in the community.
Awesome.
Coming in with a full,
Fire.
amazing, coming in with a full popping curriculum.
Sheesh.
Like we saw it the other day.
Drop it. I saw it. Hey, I saw some clips of those.
Thorough.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's to kind of like summarize and bring it back. Like, the purpose of this is for us first of all, to say thank you to the people who came before us, in terms of like, you know, a lot of times when you're in that position of leadership, that position is lonely.
It does.
Because you're like, when is somebody else gonna step up?
Facts.
When is somebody else gonna, but you're always like, no, it's on me, it's on me, it's on me. It's like,
Definitely.
it's on us now too. Like that's one half of it. But then the other half of it is like, let's do this the way that we did it, the way that we taught ourselves and the way that we were taught. Like we were taught that foundation matters. We were taught that intentionality matters, and authenticity in the way that you move, and authenticity to yourself. Like nobody dances like him. Nobody dances like him. That's authenticity. That's how being authentic. That's being authentic to the self. To being like, no, this is how I dance, and I'm dancing like this. Sinjin, another one. Right. Nobody dances like Sinjin, right?
Nobody.
Shout out to Sinjin because he was doing amazing stuff. Yes, sir. Like go check out Sinjin. Seriously. I studied so much Sinjin
stuff.
But Sinjin's another one. Nobody moves like Sinjin. But it's to be that, to do that, you got to be authentic with yourself.
Big facts. Big facts.
So those are really the core principles of what we're going to be doing here.
Cool. Okay. All right, Mr. VP.
The V.
My boy Skillz. I ain't gonna lie, I met Skillz before I met you.
I would figure he been around for a while.
But I'm gonna let you know something. I've been a fan for a long time.
Yeah, Young Ghost.
Yeah. That was a long period of time.
Yeah.
Long ago.
Boy, when he came out, the Skillz, I was like, you know what?
I think that's important though.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
especially in the foundation of House of Thrills.
when we talk about saying thank you,
exactly.
you know, I was fortunate enough to be a part of Jukebox like real heavily for about 10 or 11 years, and I'm still very much in the fabric of that side of the community, right? There is no Ghost fan without Young Ghost.
At all.
So like that's like, we got to see this up close. You know, we got to see this up close and be a part of this and be a part of that process personally. And then once we're kind of like transitioning to the next thing, then we're building Skillz Fam up. We're building it back up from the ground. It's just basically just us.
From the jump. And I remember meeting this guy in person for the first time about 3-4 years ago. Yeah, about 3-4 years ago. I was passing by, honestly.
Was it before COVID?
It was way before.
It was before DS3.
Yeah, like it was
right. Yeah.
Bro, when I say I was passing by in this man's front room, and he just out of nowhere called up Snow, and I was like, hey man, he said, come over, we about the session.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. My
Guess
first,
what we did?
I'm talking about get off. Rounds. Understand I might drop that footage. Y'all know, it might be in the documentary. You never know.
I'm surprised you haven't.
A little throwback
I was
footage?
trying to look around for that footage.
A
I
little
thought you had
throwback
it.
Hey man, hey man. I don't.
It's in the documentary.
Hey, the documentary gonna be dropping. Hey, y'all better cop that.
The documentary.
Three's Company all day, every day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just a little hint. Don't. Hey. All right, yeah. Me and Skillz. People think me and Skillz just met each other. A lot of people think that in Arizona. Nah. I didn't know him and Ronnie for a minute now. Ronnie and Skillz are the reason why I'm in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I walked in, and that's why. At the first session, it wasn't even a conversation. It wasn't any talking. They just looked at me and got off.
Yeah. Straight to it.
And that's what I love. It's the beauty of the crowd.
Again, authenticity.
Authenticity.
Right? We were just talking about like foundation matters.
Foundation matters.
Like to me, in krump, a pack out is fundamentals.
That's fundamentals.
It's like that's session fundamentals.
That's
like starter package. I don't know about starter package, but it's like, it's not
that's
krump,
starter
it's not krump 101. It's not krump 101, but it's krump 201.
No, that's
it's
101.
starter package.
That's starter package.
Starter package.
That's starter package?
Starter package.
Into any fam or into any krump situation.
No, I'm saying,
Community,
I'm saying
any
in specifically like
Yeah.
the community. I don't know how often
Even-
that happens anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
It don't happen as often, but it's starter package.
It is
Yeah.
starter package. Like
That's
it's,
fair.
That's basic roots.
That's fair.
Okay. I got a couple questions for Big Skillz though.
Yes.
Of course, this is Twin Skillz, and of course, he's one of the main proprietors of House of Thrills. As his big homie, I want to hear your thoughts as to, most people don't speak on their little homies as much, right? Because they let trash. I'm just kidding. But for all the people, everybody knows, we're going to do a little moment of shine and, splendor, right? How do you feel about him being one of the main proprietors and actually stepping up to the plate as not only a next generation of you and a product of you, as now being a leader himself within his community?
So from the jump, this is kind of something I kind of not necessarily exactly foreseen, not this situation, but him as my twin was something that I kind of seen just from the way he moved in this. So that's just one set of it. And as a twin, being prior to somebody, Shake's twin vamp, I understand the aspect of taking leadership where either your big homie is not able to, or is not capable to, or just simply has their own deals that they gotta do. So like I've learned from that aspect of things, because everybody goes through bullshit. So
Facts.
I've learned from that I needed somebody on that side of things where I couldn't handle.
True.
So that's one thing that I knew he'd be able to as a leader within this style of dance specifically. But coming into this positioning now, he actually brought this proposition up to me. It didn't even start with the studio of House of Thrills. It actually started attempting to throw sessions at ASU, where AZNA and 3Z has their little home base at. So we actually stumbled upon this little spare space and was able to, because of him and his connections with 3Z,
I'm gonna make a quick note here.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it back to ASU because ASU was the site of the scrapyard a decade ago, under Manzanita Hall. It was where Scraps did his sessions.
Yes.
So knowing that, I was like, oh, we gotta. But over the course of that process, 3Z, AZNA is a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And the directions that we had been going for years already was towards nonprofit. And so they already had like the kind of know how to do it. But this space is owned by a lady named Sora, who's part of God's Image movement.
Yeah.
And that's a nonprofit.
Yeah.
So they would come in and work and like discounted price nonprofit to nonprofit type stuff.
Okay.
In talking with her, it's like she was gonna like shut down the studio. She was like, it's not really a problem for us. I'm gonna go all these different directions and then move over to this other location. All this different stuff. And it's like
basically God's plan at this point.
Just about. Yeah.
So this is the reason. It's like when I say this came out of nowhere, but there's a reason why we felt comfortable doing it, because every turn, as it developed, the exact thing that we needed to hear to say yes, we heard. Like, every moment we were like, we all five of us had the opportunity to be like, I don't know. But at every turn, when we were like, oh, how do we need this to work for us to be able to do it? Okay, all right, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It just kept happening.
Everything falls in place.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
So I've interrupted. Yeah.
That was pretty much for the most part the set of it, but no, yeah, just taking over and everything was something that kind of was just a miracle in a sense, because we weren't really expecting to have a studio.
Yeah.
We were just expecting to have a space to throw sessions.
Yeah. God gives
So-
gifts to those who put in
So,
work.
like, and ideally, we did have a bigger goal in a long run situation, but the space came along quicker.
And the understanding that we could do it, that we could just do it, because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, like, you can talk about resources and all these different things, but like, we really know how to dance, and we really know how to teach dance. And so like, no matter what, it's like, we know what we teach works.
There you
Because
go.
it's based on foundation and authenticity.
Beautiful.
So, like, no matter what, it's good curriculum,
Mhm.
and, you know, we're still working on the space, but we're almost there,
There it is. Everything step by step.
you know?
All right, cool.